Hi and welcome to my playhouse, and today I have another project. First I'm gonna show you how dark and boring Denmark is right now. It's not even 5 o'clock, it's somewhere between 3 and 4 o'clock. Actually I might see what the time is. It's 4:23, so pretty boring outside. And yeah, let's just take a picture of the house here. And on top of the house we have the chimney there. And now that this video is gonna be about the chimney, just wanna show that I have a chimney. So let's go in. I just arrived, so I'm actually just gonna go see how the last weekend's project is holding on. Okay. Plastic is still there, and this I'll have to redo. Okay, cool. But back to the project. And it's in the basement. And it's here. I have a stove and I have some more lights. Just a little more light. And I had a chimney, and I got a letter. I'll just bring the letter. I got a letter from the chimney sweeper dude, the guy that cleans the chimney, that the pipe from the stove and over to the chimney was rotten. And for once he was right. Here is the old chimney. I took it down last weekend to measure it up to get new parts, but yeah, he was right. It's falling apart. I have been hammering a bit on this to get it out, but also down here it's absolutely eaten up, so I had to do something. Yeah, holes in it, and it has to fit into the stove, and there's not much room to go with. It comes out here and it goes in there, and I just put this in and it goes into the chimney, into the wall. So I have to do some work with some concrete and stuff to get the chimney to fit there. This is a 200mm chimney pipe, the one down there, and that converts to a little smaller one, and then there's a 90 degrees angle that comes out of the stove. So I'm gonna try to put up a new chimney this weekend, or a new chimney pipe. And yeah, let's go see the spare parts, or the new parts. Well, actually, now that I don't have my stove, I think I'll turn on the heat pump. Here are the new chimney pots, and they are crazy expensive. It's just pieces of metal, and I paid, oh, it's not on that one, I paid 959 kroner for that. That's $180 for some pieces of metal pipe. That hurts. Ouch! Well, hopefully it will fix the problem. So, but I'm surely gonna go change my clothes first because I'm just coming home from work and I don't wanna ruin my good clothes. So I'll change to something crappy and get started. Yeah, I just cleaned out the old bits and did the floor. It's really dirty. I ought to paint that, and the pieces has found their way down here. So I'm gonna start by seeing if I can get that bend in. If I can bend it in, bend it out and get it this way. And I have this piece of pipe here, and it has a cleaning possibility. You can open up that hatch and get something in there to clean the stove. And this just happens to fit pretty snugly on there. Might have to get a big hammer to negotiate some fittings, stuff like that, but it fits in there pretty nicely. Cool. And I have another piece here, which is the part that goes in here. Actually hoping to have it go in like this. Go in a bit further. And I have this piece that's too long. So I'll have to measure that and cut some of it off and stuff like that. Can you see what I'm doing? So this piece of pipe, I'm hoping to be able to cut it into two pieces and use half of it here and the other half here in front of this one that goes into the wall, so that this one will extend a bit longer. Actually it goes this way, yeah. So I just have to measure out how big the piece is gonna be there and cut that off this pipe, cut this pipe off. That's gonna be pretty cool. So I've measured out that I need about 30 centimeters, which is 30 centimeters is about 12 inches, and I need there's a little collection. It's not as thick here as it is here, so the pipes can go together. So the total number is about 34 centimeters, and 34 centimeters is about just about 13.5 inch. So I'm gonna cut that, and I'm just gonna use this. It has a diamond bit on it. It's probably not the right thing for the job, but it will do the job. And it's gonna be messy, so I think I'm gonna do it in here with where the stove is, on the floor. Yeah, this iron piece for my chimney was definitely not the thinnest piece. It actually took quite a while to split into two, but it has happened. So now I have two pieces. It might look a bit thicker than it really is. Here it is. So now I'll see if everything still fits together. There's a lot of metal things on here. I think actually I'll try to keep that on, and they will help keep the chimney in place when I put it together, so it doesn't wobble all over. Okay, that was too much. I have to take some of that. So that was actually very easy. I had expected to be battling with this setup all weekend. Now I just need to fill some concrete in here, make it look nice and stuff like that. That's gonna be pretty. That was easy. Maybe try to hammer this a better in better to the stove. But yeah, it's already there. 3 pieces of metal made into 4 pieces of metal, and this is the piece of metal that I sawed part off, and the part that I sawed off is in here. Making sure that I reach the chimney. So I'm mixing up concrete and I'm mounting the chimney pipe. So it's not very easy to get the concrete in there. It's kind of tedious job, and there's a lot of spilling around. But hopefully I'll get it eventually. I'll just put some in and let it dry for a bit. And I'll take these out and make sure that it's good on the other side. So I've been putting up some more concrete on the pipe. My intentional plan was to let this part dry out and then disassemble this. It just so happened that I wasn't able to. This was on here so tight that these parts didn't come apart now that this wasn't loose. So what I had to do was take my hand inside this and put concrete around it on the inside of the pipe, which my arm was just a little bit too thick to do, but I managed to get it in there anyway. And so I could disassemble this by taking the stove a little further out, but that's a lot of work, so I didn't want to do that too much. And now I'm just gonna let this dry up before I start using the stove again. I might go get something to clean this up with so that I have a nice black pipe again, now that I have paid so much money for it. And no reason that it shouldn't look nice too. I probably can't start the stove up before it's a bit more dry. I'll just take this label off. I wonder what that says. Oh, that's the... But yeah, this was a lot easier than I had expected. I thought this would take all day. Today and some of tomorrow, and well, it didn't. It came apart really... Oh, it didn't come apart, but it was really easy to fit it. I had no idea that it was gonna be this easy. So this was pretty cool. I'm just gonna clean it up. So I cleaned the pipe up a bit, and I'm just gonna spray the concrete with some water because I don't want it to dry too fast. If it's a bit wet, it takes longer to dry, and that's a good thing. Then it won't crack as much. So that's kind of the end of this project. It's gonna be working fine. Cool. So in a little bit I'll be ready to use my stove again. I think sometimes tomorrow I'll start a small fire inside of it. not too hot. Right now I'm using my heat pump to heat up the house. Just a little bit. It's actually not that cold outside, so but just a little bit. Thank you for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so you can watch me do funny stuff again. Have a nice day. Bye bye.